9-yard try now by Younghoe Koo, and he stumbled. Gillen gets swallowed up.
The ball kind of slipped out at the bottom, so it was moving.
Oh my God, he tripped. He tripped, Danny.
Oh, he still didn't get
the kickers.
You know, I wasn't able to kick through the ball. The ball was moving when I was driving to it, so I just pulled up on it.
What? He just kicked the ground?
What the hell was that?
This might have been the worst kick ever. Like, so bad. Multiple announcers said they have never seen anything like it before.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Even Danny DeVito was like, what the? The worst part about this kick, it's not even the Giants' worst special team moment of the 2025 season, and maybe not even in this particular game. Oh yeah, stay tuned as we dive into the New York Giants' very, very special teams, and that's coming up right after this. Real quick, doing things is better than having things. And what greater way to do things than going to a game, a concert, or live event with a great deal. With over 28 million downloads and over 70,000 events, SeatGeek has you and me covered. This is such an awesome time of the year. College football, the NFL, and the NBA. And you can get World Cup tickets on SeatGeek. SeatGeek has our back. Every ticket is rated on a 1 to 10 scale, and the green dot means good, and the red dot means bad. It's so easy. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. Use my code FPV10 to get 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. Again, that's 10% off any tickets with promo code FPV10. And if you click the link in the description and download the app, you can have the code automatically applied for later. SeatGeek! Let's first talk about this one particular game where every New York Giants special team folly was on display in prime time. Following Younghoe Koo's reverse Charlie Brown, the Giants immediately gave up a touchdown. They received the kickoff and Gunnar Olszewski got concussed so badly, I honestly don't think I know where he was. Fumble, turnover. It's interesting that you can just helmet to helmet a guy, knock him out cold, and then take his lunch money. Seems like a valid strategy, something the league would try to eliminate, right? The Pats turned that gaffe, if you will, into points. Before that, the Giants gave up a 94-yard punt return, the second longest of the season in the NFL. So in one game, the Giants fumbled a return, gave up a return, completely missed a field goal, and they also shanked a punt. Oh, but before all of this happened, we have to look at the farce that has been the Giants' 2025 special teams season. In week 3, the Giants were set to face the Kansas City Chiefs, and on their opening drive, they got all the way down to the Chiefs' 28. On 4th and 3, the Giants chose to go for it. Not because they were being ultra aggressive, but because they fucking had to. Graham Gano, the Giants kicker at the time, managed to injure himself during warm-ups, forcing the G-men into chaos headed into the game, as most teams only carry one kicker on their game day roster. This is the second consecutive year Gano got injured before the Giants' opening drive. Prior to that, it was against the Commanders last year where his absence cost the team that game. Well, losing your kicker is a huge loss, obviously, as the Giants turned the ball over on downs when points would have made sense. Later, they actually scored a TD to tie the game, and instead of going for 2, which would have made sense, they let Jamie Gillen, the punter, try to kick an XP. It got blocked. Somehow later in the game, Gano came back in and kicked a 25-yard field goal. And later they went for it in the red zone, and that gave birth to this sequence here.
I'm going to fly for you.
Apparently in the post-game presser, then coach Brian Daboll said that Gano could kick as long as the attempt was under 25 yards. I've never heard of a distance-specific leg, but this is the New York Giants we're talking about here. Gano would then be put on the injured list, and the Giants would sign 9-year NFL vet Younghoe Koo to their practice squad. Now, putting him on the active roster would just be too smart, as the Giants elected to have the NFL's version of a foreign exchange student, soulless ginger Jude McAtomney. When I say foreign exchange student, literally McAtomney was only on the roster because the NFL allows an extra roster slot if you sign an international player to your practice squad. So Jude, who is more Irish than a shepherd's pie, found himself on an NFL field in the most unlikely of stories. That would not end well. The move didn't backfire immediately, though foreshadowing occurred in the Giants' win over the Eagles in Week 6 when the evil redhead missed an XP. Still, at least he had a pulse and a working leg, something all 31 other NFL teams have. But the following week, the shit would hit the fan. Against the Broncos, the Giants jumped out to a 13-point lead after scoring 2 TDs. Why only 13? Because McAtomney missed another extra point. No biggie, the Giants would just go for 2 after their third TD put them up 19-0 and not convert. Now you can see the dominoes falling here. Eventually, the Giants blew the 19-point lead, which wasn't special teams' fault, until they took the lead again with 37 seconds left. An XP all but guarantees at least overtime. McAtomney misses the kick. We all know what happens next. The Broncos didn't even need to tie it. They kicked a field goal and win it as time expires. All in all, the Giants' special teams and lack of execution cost them 3 whole points. 3 points which would have forced the Broncos to have to go for a TD at the end of regulation, not just a field goal. After McAtomney missed those XPs, he was cut and Younghoe Koo took over the kicking duties. Graham Gano tried to work his way back, and shocker, he injured his neck. Oh, that's a new one. During this time, he revealed that he had received death threats and vile language online in reference to him either making or missing kicks.
Dude, ever since sports betting started happening, I get people telling me to up every week, and because I'll hit a kick that loses them money, I'll miss a kick and it loses them money. It was the other day somebody told me to get cancer and die.
Now look, I've been pretty critical of Gano, but there is no player on earth who wants to be injured. And sending threats to players is outrageously inappropriate and criminal, if you ask me. It's just football, people. It ain't that serious. The surprising thing about Gano is that he hit every field goal attempt he took this year. All 9 of them. The problem, his long was from 53 yards, and the Giants have only even attempted field goals of over 40 yards 3 times this season, easily the lowest in the league. They are dead last in extra point percentage at 83.9%. They're punting equally atrocious. Jamie Gillan is 29th in both net average and pure punting average. Now, the one facet of special teams they have been decent at is their own kick and punt returns, where they are 7th in the league. But now that Olszewski has gotten Cam Scadaboo syndrome, who knows how bad they will be going forward. In my estimation, and look, this is just guessing, I figure the Giants' special teams have cost them at least 3 wins alone, especially in the 5 games that they had double-digit leads and could have used a long field goal to help prevent a collapse. So who is the mastermind behind all these very special teams? Some guy named Mike Gabriel, the Giants' second-year special teams coach who, like many Giants staff, had no prior NFL experience in the role he is currently in. His previous job was an assistant special teams coordinator with the Jets, which tells you a lot. The Giants seem allergic to hiring people with actual NFL experience. You know, it's like a theme to them. It all comes back to the small details that the Giants consistently ignore as a franchise. Special teams are literally 1/3 of the game, yet for the last 5 years, it seems, the team blatantly cuts corners and just omits important things that help winning teams win. You see that willful ignorance manifest itself in, well, whatever the fuck this is.
It is even funnier the second time.
I'll see you guys next week.